A misdemeanor conviction on your criminal record in Pennsylvania can be a big problem. Even convictions for seemingly harmless things can make it more difficult to find a job, get quality housing, and obtain a professional license. The good news is that a misdemeanor does not have to be a life sentence. This video will tell you everything you need to know about sealing a misdemeanor conviction, including some tips that most attorneys don't know. And we have a special guest at the end of the video. I'm attorney Matthew Higbee, the founder of RecordGone.com. We have helped more than 15,000 people successfully clear their criminal records. It's our pleasure to give you some free information and expert advice about sealing your criminal record in Pennsylvania. If you've not already done so, click here right now to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Laws are always improving, and we want to make sure that you always know what your best options are for making sure your past criminal record does not hurt your future. If your case did not result in a misdemeanor conviction in Pennsylvania, you need to see one of our other videos. Okay, let's start with what record sealing does. Obtaining an order of limited access, or more commonly known as a criminal record sealing in Pennsylvania, does not destroy a criminal record, but it prevents police departments, courts, and other state agencies from providing information related to the conviction or the arrest to the public. Those who receive a Pennsylvania record sealing can refuse to disclose information about their sealed case to everyone but criminal justice agencies and state licensing agencies. Most importantly, you can then say that you were not arrested or convicted of the offense. The benefits of this are huge, and we'll talk more about those later. What is sealing, or an order of limited access? Sealing is a motion for relief from a criminal misdemeanor conviction. The motion is filed with the court where the conviction occurred. While the process can differ by court, at a minimum you're required to provide a copy of your motion to the court and pay a filing fee. The court will give notice of your motion within 10 days to the prosecuting attorney, this guy. The prosecuting attorney will then have 30 days to respond with whether they will agree or object to your motion. The judge may then grant the motion if there's no objection, or set a hearing date if the prosecuting attorney is opposed. You'll be able to present evidence of why you need or deserve the record sealing. The judge ultimately decides whether or not to grant your request to seal your criminal record. So, what does it take to be eligible to have your misdemeanor in Pennsylvania sealed? First, you must have been convicted in a Pennsylvania state court of a misdemeanor in the second or third degree, M2 or M3. Some common examples of offenses that are M2s or M3s are first offense DUI, controlled substance possession, theft, trespass, and firearm offenses. Felonies and misdemeanors in the first degree, M1s, are not eligible, and if you've ever been convicted of a felony or an M1, you're not eligible to seal your M2 or M3s either. Furthermore, you can't have more than 3 misdemeanor convictions total in your lifetime. For anyone convicted of an M1 or a felony, I would encourage you to check out our other services such as expungement and pardons. Second, 10 years must have passed since the completion of your last sentence, and you must not have been arrested or convicted of any offense during those 10 years. Third, you must not have been convicted of the following offenses. If you need more time to read the list, click pause. All right, let's talk about some of the benefits of sealing your criminal record in Pennsylvania. A record sealing will prohibit state or local police departments, courts, and other state agencies from providing any information related to the conviction or arrest to anyone, with a few very narrow exceptions. It can make it easier to get or maintain professional licenses, even though you may need to disclose the sealed case to licensing authorities. It will allow you to truthfully say you were not arrested or convicted when you go to apply for a job or housing. You will need to disclose the sealing only to criminal justice agencies and, again, when you're applying for a state license. As you can see, these benefits are huge. Now let me answer a few common questions. Is a hearing in court required? Sometimes. Whether a hearing is set is dependent on whether the prosecuting attorney requests one or if the judge simply wants to have one. Our attorneys will prepare written evidence and go to court for you when necessary. It is very rare that a client needs to attend court with us, and it only happens in about 2% of the cases we handle. What are my chances of success of having my misdemeanor sealed in Pennsylvania? This is a very difficult question to answer because each court, judge, and case are different. Also, the law is pretty new. Our success rate on Pennsylvania expungement in a whole is around 98%, and we expect to be just as successful on handling cases to seal records. We would be glad to discuss your particular situation and give you a personalized analysis. What if my request to seal my record is denied? Well, if this happens, we will evaluate the reason for the denial, and if we disagree, we can almost immediately file a request for the judge to reconsider the decision. We can also file an appeal to a higher court or simply reapply in a few months. If your case is denied, you will most likely be getting all or some of your money back from us. Before I give you a few expert tips, let me tell you a little bit more about us. RecordGone.com has helped thousands of people get a second chance in life, and we would love the opportunity to help you too. We do the job right, and we provide what we believe is the most thorough sealing possible. We don't leave anything to chance when it comes to clearing your criminal record. Okay, here are a couple of expert tips. Court fees, fines, probation costs, and restitution are not required to be paid before you apply to have your record sealed. However, the prosecuting attorney may object if there are outstanding balances, which may lead the judge to deny your request. Here's a critical one. Courts do not update background check companies about sealed records. Instead, many background check companies just request updates about once a year. So unless the background check companies are notified about your sealing, there's a dramatically increased chance that your sealed record may still show up on a background check for up to a year after it has been sealed by the court. Most attorneys only handle court records. This is a big problem. We handle court records, and we can go farther and get your record removed from where it matters most, the background check companies. If you want your record removed from background check companies as fast as possible, we have an exclusive service that helps solve this big problem. Click here to learn more about it. If you want to see if you are eligible to have your Pennsylvania record sealed, click here to take our free online eligibility test or give us a call. Click subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you are always kept up to date on law changes that may affect the status of your criminal record and your ability to remove it from background checks. All right, let's meet our special guest. At RecordGone.com and Higbee & Associates, we don't just believe in second chances for people, we also believe in them for our canine friends. And that is why we've helped more than 25 dogs get rescued and live wonderful, happy lives. It's my pleasure to introduce one of them to you. All right, everyone, meet River. River, say hi to everyone. River is an amazing 2-year-old boy who comes to work every day and makes our office a much more fun place to work. If you have questions about this video or about my buddy River here, please post them below and we'll do our best to answer them. Thank you for watching RecordGone TV.